guys, it's Courtney here. Now, as you know, I am a library person all the way. My taxpayer dollars are already paying for it. It's right down the road. When warm weather, which is not now, I can actually walk to it. Makes perfect sense for me. Now, as I peruse through the stacks, I started noticing that there's actually large print versions of a lot of these popular novels or even unpopular novels that we read. And I started looking at why is that? And so I did a little research. Now, large print books tend to have a font that's anywhere from like 12 to 18 with the average around like 14 to 16. And it basically makes it easier to read for low light situations, people with disabilities. Works really well if you're like moving, like if you're exercising. It just makes it easier to read that font. It also helps if you have eye strain from looking at, digital media like we do all the time. The larger font helps to ease that strain and makes it easier to read. And as far as the book size, sometimes they're thicker, but a lot of times they tend to be roughly about the same size because the pages are thinner inside of it, or the margins can be adjusted for the larger print. And what I like is that these books tend to not be edited differently from the original book. So you still get all the bells and whistles of the content with the page breaks and if you have illustrations and things like that. And another thing that I really like is that the wait times for a lot of these books actually tend to be shorter. So don't sleep on these larger print books, especially if you don't want to be waiting like 13 weeks for a book when you can wait like 2 or 3. I have actually found with some popular books, there's actually no wait for the large print edition. So I'm on it for sure. Now, what I decided to do is actually pick up a few of these books to show you. So I have this book here, which I recently read, The Lost Apothecary. And this is the regular version, and this is the large print version. So you can see a difference in size with these particular books. Here, they're actually roughly about the same size. And here is the print for, well, I don't know if you can see that, but the print for the regular book, and it is, how many pages is this? Now I'm going with basically the actual story itself. The actual story is 301 pages. And this is the larger print. You can see, as you can see, fewer words on the page here. And the story itself is 456 pages. So about 155 pages longer, but as you can see, you don't really see that here. Although, I will say this feels a little bit denser. And also, keep in mind with that 155 page difference is, this one is shorter here, like in size. Let's look at another book here. So we got this big old chunker, oh my gosh, y'all, Black Cake. Okay, so this one's a hardback, and of course this is a paperback. So Black Cake, which is a very popular book these days. Ooh, that is some small print, but not too small. Let's see. So this story is 382 pages, and this large print is 524 pages. Huh. That's interesting because it actually looks like the larger print, I don't know, it seems like the larger print is actually smaller. Just looking at, maybe it's about the same. And I'm not including the author's notes. I'm just looking at the actual story here, okay? And then you have another popular book, well, older popular book, is To Kill a Mockingbird, okay? I think I'm actually going to read this, part of my banned book challenge here. So Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. What's interesting about this one, though, I'm not going to even look at page count on this one. Okay, so this is definitely bigger in size, but also if you look at, just look at the thickness of these. These definitely have a noticeable difference in thickness for sure in these particular books. Then you have Little Fires Everywhere. This is another one. This is the paperback. This is the hardback. So this is, of course, the thicker version. So it seems like large print can come in hardback and paperback. So you do have options. So it just depends on, you know, who is writing it or whatnot. This one is 482 pages versus 336 pages. But they look about the same size when it comes to thickness. Then I got another one here that's popular. It's The Tiger's Wife. Now this big print already feels heavier than this regular print here. I love this cover here, by the way. So you got 517 pages of the large print versus 338 of the regular print. But they're roughly about the same size if you look at just dimensions here. Ooh, and here's another chunker here. So you got tomorrow, 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 and tomorrow, and tomorrow. This, I don't know which one I don't know. I think this one feels a little bit heavier, even though this one just feels bulkier. But, you know, it's the hardback here, so. This is some tiny print right here, y'all. Whew. So you got 397 pages of the regular print and 622 of the large print. Wow, y'all. Whew. That's quite a difference, but you know, like I said, you have different print. Now here's a book that I definitely want to read here, The Bandit Queens. This is an awesome sounding premise of this particular book. I might keep this large print when I go to read it. We'll see. 556 pages versus 339 of the regular print, which is pretty tiny, I will say that. And another book, now I was not able to because it is a long, oh my gosh, y'all, it's like a 20-week wait for this Demon Copperhead book. Now this is actually the regular print book, and this book is a chunker, y'all. Whew. How many pages is this book? Now this book is 546 pages, so you have to have a level of commitment to read this book. I didn't look up how large the large print was, but I guarantee you that that book is probably over 800-900 pages. Just, this is heavy in itself, but you know what? If you are determined to read this book and you have a large print version, good luck. Your arms will be hurting. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to get a few of these and check them out. So I figured I'd talk to you about them. So let me know if you have ever gotten the large print version of a book and what did you think of it? Do you think it's comparable? Do you like it better? Do you feel the eye strain is less than when you read the regular print of the book? Let me know. I got two versions. I'll figure out. I might do this. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I got some reading to do, large print, small print, whatever. So send me some comments below. Subscribe. I would really appreciate it. My channel could use the help. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.